Bobbi Althoff is the queen of unaccountability because she took to social media today in tears, absolutely distraught because she just can't understand why it is that you guys are bullying her on threads and on social media every time she posts a video with her and her new boyfriend. Why is it? Why could that be? Surely it's nothing that she could have done, right? This is the video in question, and I did do a little research. I still can't figure out who this guy is, but we know her flavor. We know what she likes. She likes black men. She likes light-skinned men, to be specific. But this is the video that she posted, and after this video, I'll show you what people had to say about it, but you can see for yourself here.
Dancing the Argentine tango with his partner Daniela Karagoc, it's Dylan Efron.
So we're cutting the volume just because I realized that there's a song in it. I don't want this to get copyrighted. But you get the picture, okay? So nothing unusual in my opinion. It's just a regular old TikTok that she wanted to do with her man. And I'll show you what people had to say about it. Okay, so this is the video in question and the first comment. She left her fam for this. Damn. Every high school in the Midwest has 10 of these girls, and that is so hilarious because Bobbi Althoff is the definition of a basic white girl. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think she's good looking, but there's nothing special about this girl at all. The little bit of fame she got, she went crazy with it and she took off. I mean, she had a decent looking husband with a great income from what I can understand. 2 children. One child's 3 years old. The other one's 19 months old. Just to put into perspective, her and her husband filed for divorce in February of 2024. They haven't even been broken up. Is it a possibility that this guy's been in the picture hold on. She got the most default standard black dude ever. LOL, boys a 75 overall. I think he's a good looking guy. I don't think he's like a bad looking guy. Left her kids for this BTW. That sounds racist. I think it's wild when adult men who are almost 30 dress like they're 18. Hold on, how's he dressed? I mean, he's not dressed bad, is he? Okay, I can see. Maybe the pink hat. Okay, so you guys get the picture. She's moved on. She left her husband a year ago. She's raising 2 kids, and she's left to pursue her preference, which is black men. She doesn't really post, but when she does post, she's always getting heat for it. And you kind of got some of the context looking at the video. Now, this next video is a video she dropped by herself where she's crying. She's visibly upset, and she's going to let us all know what she thinks.
I hate to make a video like this because it's embarrassing, and I know that I'm gonna see this a month from now and be like, why did you post that? And also,
she's already deleted it, by the way.
So posting this shows that I care, and I know some people feed off of saying hurtful things to like get a reaction, but today I posted a video of me and my boyfriend, and so many of the comments, every single time I post him, which we've been together for a year, but without fail, every single time I post him, all of the comments are about how.
By the way, she didn't wait very long after she divorced her husband to move on. Her husband and her got divorced in February of 2024. She's saying that her and her new man have been together for about a year. So the crazy part is that they have 2 children, her youngest only being 19 months old. So that means that she started talking to this new guy when this new baby was new.
Ran through, and oh, look, another one, or he probably doesn't know how ran through she is, or just mean things. And and if I post any video truly in general, the amount of hate comments I get.
Now, can we be honest? I don't believe that Bobbi Althoff is ran through, so to speak, but I do believe that her behavior is a little bit questionable. And the internet is going to give you heat whenever they hear and they see that you are interviewing all the celebrities. And once you get your buzz going, you start building yourself up. You leave your family, and now you're with your preference, which is black men. You're going to catch some heat. And it would be the same way if roles were reversed. Can you imagine if Bobbi was a black girl married to a black man who was rich and a provider, and then left after their second child was born, divorced that black man, and then was now seen less than a year later with a white man? I'm just saying.
Are just like unreal. And I think it's because I have a lot of men following me, and they just have so much to say.
No, it's because you put your life on social media and you make mistakes on social media for everyone to see. So everyone's got an opinion.
So many mean things to say. And as much as I wish that these comments didn't get to me, it's like, I'm human, and if you got this many negative things said about you every day, it would get to you too. And I don't even know what the point of, I don't want sympathy from people. I'm saying this because I hope if you're one of the people who hate me, maybe you'll watch this and reconsider it. And maybe that's asking for too much, maybe that's an impossible ask, but it's like, it's like, I, as a people pleaser, having so many people be so mean to me online every day is so frustrating. And it's
The first thing here is that you're a people pleaser, but you're pleasing the wrong people. Where was that energy when you were in your marriage? Why were you not striving to please your husband? See, Bobbi, the thing is, look, let me get your full attention here. The reason why people are being so mean to you, Bobbi Althoff, is because they see themselves in your ex-husband. They see your motives in getting the money from your ex-husband, building your career up just enough to leave him. We see ourselves in that guy. And 9 times out of 10, we're not going to show you too much mercy by the way you behaved towards your husband and the way you have behaved towards your family. See, from what I can understand, this was a really good guy that you chose to leave. And now you're pursuing your type. That's selfish. Not only is it selfish, but to me, the behavior is immoral in of itself, because whenever we get married, we make vows that for better or worse, we're going to work it out. You guys have 2 children. The second was just brought into this world when you decided that you wanted him to sign divorce papers. You got what you wanted.
I wish I didn't care, but I've definitely stopped posting as much because all of my comments are just so mean. People are so mean to me.
And it's not going to stop.
Like,
unless it comes out that maybe her ex-husband was abusing her in some sort of way, valid claims, that's the only way it's going to stop. Because right now, the way the situation is framed that you just left him because you got a little too big for your britches. As men, we just don't respect that.
because they say I sleep with every guest, and it's like, literally, I do not, but you won't ever believe that. And maybe if I were ugly, you would not even say that. Because I tried to tell myself those don't matter, but it's like, then I'm a horrible mother, and it's like, I am such a good mother. Anyone who knows me in real life knows I'm an amazing mother, and my kids, I care so much about, and that's another part of it that really gets me, is like, one day my kids are gonna be old enough to read these comments, and it's like, it's just like,
one of these days, the kids are going to be old enough to ask, Mom, why did you leave Dad? And I hope by then you can take accountability and not deflect. I hope by then that you can give proper instruction to your kids on what to not do when they get into a relationship. Because right now, Bobbi Althoff is still allergic to any type of accountability regarding the relationship between her and her ex-husband.
I wish people weren't so mean.
And that's
So
understandable.
for this job, because I make a lot of money to post myself on the internet, to film videos, and it has given me and my kids a really great life. But sometimes it's like especially harder, like on Sundays I don't have my kids, they're with their dad, and I get to sit here and I read comments and I shouldn't, but it's like, it's so hurtful.
Hey, real quick, guys. So she said that on Sunday she doesn't have her kids. So basically saying she has no distractions. She's got to sit with whatever discomfort she has. For 1 second, can you try to put yourself into the husband's shoes, Bobbi? Bobbi Althoff, for 1 second, can you try to put yourself in your ex-husband's shoes and try to feel how he felt when he had to read all of those comments on YouTube and on social media about what people thought about you bringing on all these male guests? Can you imagine the embarrassment? Can you imagine the letdown? Can you imagine the depression that probably sunk into him? Can you imagine the feelings that he felt whenever you told him you wanted a divorce?
And so many people are so angry. They're so angry that I am not with my ex anymore. And he's in a happy relationship. Why can't I be in one too? And yeah, our relationship didn't work out. Like, newsflash, you guys. I was 21 when I met him on Bumble, and 10 months after knowing him, I was pregnant with our daughter. And he gave me the two best things in my life, and I will forever be grateful for that. But when I met him, I was 21, he was 30. Look at 21-year-olds now, and I'm like, you're so young, you're so young. Like, how did I think I was old enough to be so grown? Anyway, it's just embarrassing, I guess. Like, I feel embarrassed by all of the comments, because it's just like, I don't know why people are so mean. I mean, I do.
She should. And while I have this thought, let me say it. This is a classic tale of I didn't get to live my life. I was in love with you. You were everything I wanted at the time. But over time, I've realized that, oh my God, I'm missing out on so much. I'm only 21. You're 30. You got to live more life. And now that she's going and making her own choices, she's facing the backlash of that. And you know what? It's not over. This relationship between her and her new boyfriend, I doubt that it will last for another year to two at the very most. And once that relationship crashed and burned, she will then begin to realize that, man, what was it that I left behind? She will live to regret leaving her ex-husband. And hey, I'm happy that that man's happy because he deserves it.
Like, I wish it would stop, but I don't know how to make it stop. Some people post and their comments are so nice, and people are so nice about them, but it's like, you people are so fucking mean to me under anything I post, and it's like, why? Literally, just why? Why do you guys hate me so much? I don't get it. I don't know what I did to deserve that. It's just frustrating.
Bobbi, I doubt that you'll ever see this video, but in the off chance that you do, people hate you because you have a terrible personality. You embarrassed your husband on numerous occasions, and then you filed divorce papers and left him just because you wanted to experience life. That's not a valid reason. You broke your vows, and that makes you a pretty shitty person, okay? Now, I'm not saying that people should be tied to other people that they don't want to be with. No one should be held prisoner. That's not what I'm advocating for. But what I am advocating for is just being a good person and seeing out your commitments, even if those commitments that you've committed to expand for a lifetime. But like I said earlier, I think this is just the beginning of the pain and misery for Bobbi Althoff. I really hope that she gets it together. I hope that she figures it out. And more than anything, I hope she takes accountability. Guys, let me know what you thought about this one down in the comments. I'll holler at you soon. Peace.